list on my desk and you saw your dad's name on it, you never thought there was any chance you could have done it?
Of course not. I thought it was a mistake. I didn't think there was any way that my dad would hit a kid and keep on driving. I was so sure that it was someone else I didn't even consider it because something like that would tear my family apart, and it has.
Jake's death wasn't your fault.
Me for the part I played in sending him there. But we were able to repair the damage. And I think given time, Lucky and Luke will be able to do the same thing.
That was different. No one died.
That's true. And unfortunately, if Luke had been drinking before he got behind the wheel, that's
It was dark. No one would have seen Jake. This is more than just about Jake. Lucky had a very strong bond with my parents when he was young, and then when he got older, something changed between him and my dad, and it was a very hard time for us. And back then, I didn't think that they would get past it, and now this. Lucky's not going to be able to look at my dad without thinking of losing his son.
What Jason is going through right now is as raw as it would have been if he had raised.
Hey.
Yeah, you don't knock?
Oh, I leave here. I didn't realize I had to knock.
Well, you don't, but we were just having a serious conversation.
You want to have a serious conversation? Why don't you tell me why you didn't warn Abby that the guy who almost raped her is out on bail?
Because this is the first time hearing about it right now.
Yeah, you swore to me that the law would work this time, that if Abby came forward, Brandon would be punished. Now he's free to walk around and attack her anytime he wants. So much for the system. It failed me and it sure as hell failed Abby.
You call the DA, we'll find the problem and we'll fix it.
Don't bother, there's no point.
Well, no, there is. Maybe I can convince the judge to revoke Brandon's bail.
No, that'll only make Brandon more upset.
Okay, look, he's going to jail. Bail is just a technicality.
Brandon hired a lawyer. The case goes to trial, he's threatening to twist things around and make it look like Michael attacked him for no reason. If the jury believes Brandon's version, you and Michael both stand to lose a lot.
What does Dante have to do with this?
Dante was the arresting officer. Brandon's gonna claim it was a cover-up. Dante falsified reports so it wouldn't go back to Pentonville.
That's ridiculous.
It's the only way Brandon can get sympathy on the stand. But it doesn't matter because the victim's testimony is the only thing that matters, okay? It overshadows everything else. You get up on that stand and you tell the jury exactly what happened.
I'm not testifying. I've already decided I'm dropping the charges.
Abby, do not let this guy scare you off. You have a case. You're gonna win. This guy will not walk.
There's no chance he'd make bail either.
Well, it's about time I got it.
He was arrested for aggravated assault and attempted rape. You don't think the victim would like to know if he's gonna be cut loose? Well, how did he even get bail? Well, did anyone plead him out? Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
What? What happened?
Well, Brandon's decided to ditch his public defender, and he's got this woman named Angela Dwyer. She's good.
What? She's good enough to get him acquitted?
Yeah, she's gonna push for a trial. She's gonna back on the fact that Abby's gonna let Brandon walk, rather than put Michael on the stand and risk him getting sent back to Pentonville.
Okay, well, can you make a case without Abby's testimony?
Yeah, it's not gonna be as good. I gotta convince Abby to change her mind, because if she drops the charges against this guy, that puts Michael in the position of defending her, and he's gonna do it no matter what the cost.
Brandon is not going to drop this.
Give Abby justice, and I can't blame him. He's been screwed over by one too many times, but that just means he's gonna find another way to get it for her, through Sonny, through Jason, or God forbid he does it himself.
So is that why you're pushing Abby so hard to testify? Because you think you can stop Michael from going after Brandon if he's in prison?
Well, if Brandon goes missing during the trial, Michael's at the top of the suspect list, and that suspicion alone is enough to send him back to Pentonville, the one place he's powerless.
Well, what does being powerless have to do with him going after Brandon?
He was taught his whole life that the mob gives you the power to solve all your life's problems. And lately, he's been straddling the line between good and bad. I mean, I pulled him back, but if he decides to go after Brandon on his own, there's nothing I can do to help him.
I hate Brandon.